With Amira. This is Psychic Readings Live, and we're going to be looking at a few things today. I've also got some pre-ordered super chats to do for you, and for those of you who did a lovely review on my Google page, I'm going to do a free question for you. I don't know if anyone actually asked a free question. They just put the Google review in. So I've got some pets on the move. I'm just going to have to hold it for a second. Okay. Doors opening and closing. That's a typical thing. All right. All right. Did everybody catch my kind of tongue-in-cheek review, Where Is Your Ex Now? Yeah, I did an article. I think I put it up on the community page as well as on Threads, if you're on Threads. All right, everybody. Let's get... a couple of things out of the way. All right. How is everyone? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Sorry about the camera, just getting things sorted out. Okay, let's have a look and see. Pre-order from L. You know who you are. That dog has got nothing to do with me. Something to do with neighbors, like you live in a place where there's a lot of people, there's neighbors. Oh, you can hear everything that's going on. Drives me nuts. Let me check the view. What do we got, guys? What's happening with the view? Everything good? Okay, I can't see my little things in there. Okay. Hi, Maura. How are you, my love? Sorry, guys. I'm just going to rearrange everything. It's just not satisfying my Venus in Virgo. Okay. It's like musical doors. You want to stay there or come in? They want to go out, they want to come in. Sorry guys, I'm just going to take a minute to get organised here. Okay, all right. No, no. All right, here we go, everyone. Let's have a look at L. What are Frank's true feelings deep down in his soul? And thank you for the review, L, as well. I truly appreciate it. If you did want to help me out with the Google reviews, I am offering a free one question today. If you go ahead and do that. I'll send the link. which helps grow my business. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Yes, it's working. I'm trying to get another one set up in the US too, but I do have an address in the US, but Google isn't cooperating with me. But we'll work on that a little later. There's a lot going on, a lot of moving parts. How is everyone today? Hi, Moni, how are you? Hi, SM, how are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Let's go. Okay, Lynn, let's have a look. What's going on? My first impression is that he doesn't know if he's got his life together, and that's why he can't access really what he wants with you. That was my first feeling on it. He's kind of like a little bit away with the fairies, or his head's in the clouds. He does ideally want a relationship. I do feel like he has a strong link, a strong attachment. I think he's trying to get his head around it. He might also have some air in his chart as well. He could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sun, you know, not sun, but moon or rising. Sometimes when there's an age difference, it's often, you know, a lot for people to get their head around, and he might be just trying to work it all out. What is his true feelings? Let's have a look. New love. He feels like things are still very new. He feels like there's some sort of twin flame or link with you that is hard to break. Like there's a very strong bond. He also might be questioning that he might want kids at some point, and travel. So he might be thinking about, well, what am I going to do with my life? I want kids, I want to travel, but I have this love here, the mature woman. This is the downfall of dating younger men, especially if you don't want to have any more kids, is that they, you know, they're often not able to commit straight away or haven't got their head around it. That doesn't mean to say that it's not going to work out. I do feel he's got strong feelings for you. I also feel like he is a twin flame link. And I feel like he could be still recovering from something from his past. Let me ask the cards what is in store for you in love in general and just see what comes up. Because you don't want to just be what they call a placeholder until he works himself out and then he decides, oh yeah, I think I want to go and do this and that, and then take off in a new direction. You've really got to think of yourself. So let's have a look for Elle. What's going on? What's coming in the next 3 months? In the love department, what's going on in the next 3 months? Like these, even though he might be on paper, like a great match with you, he might not have anything to offer you. You know, so I would just get him to work it out. Like if you've asked him and he said he can't work it out, well, just tell him to go away and work it out. and come back to you when he's got something to offer you. Look, an Aries will be able to offer you what they, you know, they'll be able to offer you something true, you know. There's also a feeling of like, is he going to be trapped in a relationship? Is it going to limit him in some way? Is it going to benefit him in some way? I do see your wishes coming true in general. I'm getting that your wishes are coming true. I did ask about generally what's going on, but I did still feel like it was about him. So I would say to tell him to go and sort himself out inside, you know, 3 months. And if he can't get back to you within 3 months, then I would just cut it. Cut your losses and move forward. Unless you just want to have this open sort of in and out type of avoidant relationship, you know, which, you know, a lot of men will lie just to have company, you know, sex and company. That's all they really want. They don't like being alone. So I would say the Chariot's telling me for you to move forward. So it's saying to move forward. I would say there could also be a Cancer coming into your life at some point, or somebody with a strong element of Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or there could be a shift in your love life around July. I would say that like a big shift where your dreams come true. So if you feel like dating other people, I would say go ahead and do that. You know, Leos don't like to be put on the shelf. They like to be prioritized. So I would say go ahead and, you know, try to find the person that you're meant to be with, like your forever person. And don't wait for any man to get his act together, because any man who gets his act together can just keep you as a placeholder, and then they're just going to take you for granted, you know. They're not going to take you seriously unless they come forward and really, you know, marry you up really quickly. So I would say, yeah, I would say cut your losses and run at this point, and then see really what you want to do down the line. Like, just free yourself up for other people. I would say free yourself up for other people. I'm getting a B initial, first, second, or last name. So I would say free yourself up for other people and see who comes in. All right. You don't know about the lie guys love playing? How come you don't know, Mystique? You're a mature age woman. Yeah. No, it's a lie, because they just want a placeholder. They want somebody just to have, you know. They don't want to be alone. A lot of men just can't be alone. So they waste women's time. They're just selfish. A lot of them are just selfish. If you have a look on Threads, there's a lot of things going on there now about this. You know, people are just catching on, like what guys are doing. It's up to women to really work out what they want. And if they're not getting what they want from the jump, then I would say to just cut it. Yeah, you know. Okay, Pisces moon. Will I get the housing lottery soon, or hear from the housing lottery soon? Okay, let's have a look, Pisces moon. I've still got my brace on, guys. I am waiting surgery, so I'm not doing a lot of live. So when you do get the opportunity to come live, please do. And also do a pre-order if you can, so you don't miss it. Because the shuffling of the cards is not really great for my wrist. Even though we can do coffee cups, we can do other things. Nobody's ordered a coffee cup yet, so I'm not doing coffee cup yet. Okay, Pisces moon. Will I get the lottery soon? House lottery. It looks to me like there's wait. There's a long wait. I think that things are just crap at the moment with housing. I feel like there's going to be a wait, okay? So if you're not on a list that tells you, okay, your turn is going to come up in this date or that date, I would say look further afield. We look deep into your astrology about where the best locations were for you in America. So I would say look at other locations. You know, don't feel like you've got to stay near family just because they're there. And I would say that if you do move, you've got high chances of meeting somebody for a relationship. So, yeah. So, yeah, I would say look further afield. Look into the locations where you have good astrology for living, which is outside the area where you've got your 4th house Capricorn Nadir. It's not a good place to live. So I can't remember where yours was, but it was probably Midwest to the west of the US. So I would say look further afield. Yeah, just get off that energy, because it's going to keep you stuck and it's going to keep you hoping and waiting, and you just can't hope and wait. You've got to have 1, 2, or 3 backup plans until they all run out, and then what are you going to do? You know, then you're going to have to come up with some more. So I wish you all the best, Pisces Moon. I don't want to lead you astray with, you know, wishful thinking about this housing lottery. I would be asking them, where am I on the list? You know, if it's a lottery and it's a random thing and it's not a list, then it's pot luck, you know, it's chance. So you can't rely on chance. You could go off and have a residence somewhere else, and then when your lottery comes up, you could re-look at that. You could come back to New York and re-look at it, but you don't need to be sitting there waiting for this lottery to happen. You have to get moving, you know, otherwise you're going to get stuck. Okay, Raquel also had a question. Okay, what's the next? What's coming up for Raquel in the next 3 months? Patience, weighing up your pros and cons, looking at your finances, also saving money. Money's looking really good, and also coming into more money. You might actually get a better offer than where you are right now financially. Okay. Mystique, you're probably the person I know who dates the most guys. So if they want you as a placeholder, it's usually they want you to move in with them and pay their bills or help them pay their bills without marriage. You've been dating a lot of guys lately, so let's have a look. All right. Hi, Moni. How are you, my dear? Let's have a look at you, moving down the list. Thank you for the 10. Any general messages from Spirit for Moni? Any area you'd like to look at? I have given my Love Oracle cards to a publisher who will be selling them on Amazon. So if anyone does want them, they'll be on Amazon somewhere in the near future. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at Moni. Any messages from Spirit? And it can go both ways. Women can keep men as placeholders as well, usually when they're younger. Okay, Moni, what do we got for you, my dear? Looking around at new options, feeling like you're being very patient. You're waiting for the ball to drop, the penny to drop. I'm not sure what that's about, but you're waiting for something to happen. It could be through a boss. It could be through an advancement. It could be through some sort of a family matter as well. It could be something to do with, you know, you're waiting for interest rates to drop, or you're waiting for the economy to get back on track, or something like that. You've got your partner here. I feel like Happy Family Homes partnership is going to go really well in the next 3 months. It's looking very good. Money's also looking very good. You could be hearing some news from somebody or a thing that you've put your application out for in the recent past will be coming back into your life. You'll be hearing from something very soon if you haven't already heard, but it's something that you've been very patient about. You've been weighing up things, weighing up the pros and cons and feeling very patient. All right. I'm also getting that song Maria. So I don't know who that is. It could be somebody around you in spirit. I know it's a very common name. Ave Maria. You know that rendition of that song? That's the song I'm hearing. I don't know who sang it. If it was Madonna or somebody else. Okay. It might have been a better singer than Madonna, sorry. Yeah, I know, people, Madonna fans. All right, okay, let's have a look at Mystique. How are you, my love? Yes, I have seen it. Thank you so much, Mystique. What's your free question you'd like to put in? And I'll add that as well. It could mean somebody in spirit is trying to send you a message or send you a song. It could be something to do with angel protection, and also your wife getting pregnant as well, because Mother Mary is the mother. What do your spirit guides want you to know, Mystique? Okay. All right. I'm just getting a caution from spirit guides. They're saying watch before you leap. Look before you leap into anything, which is what you're doing. You're doing your research. You're finding things out. You're working things out. And you're sorting things out nicely. So I feel like your spirit guides want to also tell you there's somebody coming in who's a true gem, who is valuable to you. Could even be somebody who... it could be a message for you to work with gemstones, crystals, and jewelry. You or your daughter might be working with gemstones, crystals, and jewelry. There could be something coming up for you around jewelry or crystals or gemstones or crystal jewelry. So that could be a message for you about a business idea coming in. Okay, next question is, would you be moving to the DR Caribbean? Okay, it's going to be a culture shock unless you speak Spanish in the Dominican Republic. It's also a third world place, and there's a lot of criminality there. So it'll be a culture shock. So you have to be prepared for that. If you want to go to the Caribbean, you've got to choose the right place in the Caribbean to go to and work out where the best place is for you to go. It could be the American Virgin Islands. It could be somewhere else. I mean, there's a lot of places in the Caribbean that I wouldn't live in. I mean, a lot of them are crap. You know, there's no food there. There's just all tin goods. It's very expensive to import anything there, to find anything, like where was it? In the Bahamas, etc. The Cayman Islands would probably be nice, but they're under the British Empire. Maybe have a look at the Dutch islands as well. or any other place that you can actually live in, or even Costa Rica, which is part of the US. But it's also Spanish speaking. So unless you speak Spanish, it's going to be a culture shock. So maybe go for somewhere where they speak English. What else? It's also going to be on your Capricorn, Nadia. So it's not the best place to live, to be honest, you know, astrologically. But for some reason, I kept getting the Caribbean around you. I mean, Jamaica could be a place for you, even though there's parts in it that are, you know, maybe or maybe not the best, you know, could be also difficult. Could be, there's a lot of male swindlers there, men who try to take your money. But it could be a good place, a cheap place to live. It could be a place where you get involved in the craft and you maybe get more involved in voodoo or something like that. But I would say still New Orleans is my best pick for you. It could be that you meet somebody that's connected to the Caribbean later on, and that's the link that I keep getting with the Caribbean for you. It might not be that you need to go there yourself. And also the Caribbean Sea covers other parts of you know, other countries like Mexico, Cancun, Playa del Carmen. There's a lot of expats there. Belize as well is pretty safe. You've got Honduras and Nicaragua, which I would avoid. You've got Costa Rica, which is 50-50. It's not that safe either, and you need to learn Spanish. Panama is not that cheap either, and it's Spanish speaking. Colombia is meant to be safer now, and that's in the Caribbean Sea. Aruba is meant to be a nice island. And then you've got Venezuela, which is a no-go at the moment. You've got Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica, Antigua and Barbuda, British Virgin Islands, American Virgin Islands. And you've also got, you've got the Cayman Islands, and you've also got Cuba. So, you know, you've got a lot of places to look at. There's also some that offer investment, residency with investment. I think it's St. Lucia. St. Lucia or St. Lucia. I think you can get a passport there actually, but it's by investment. So I would look into all of those things. Yeah, you might be okay. I mean, some of these places are going to be more expensive than you think. So there's a lot of research to be done there. All right, okay, let's have a look. Hi, Essence O, how are you, my dear? Ireland is full of people and there's no housing. Switzerland is very expensive, but if you can get in there, it's also difficult to get residency in Switzerland unless you marry someone. What's happening with your mother, Pisces moon? She's trying to move out as well. Maybe you should both move to a different state and get on Section 8. I mean, this housing lottery doesn't seem to be working. It just doesn't. And how long have you been waiting for it? For 2 or 3 years or more? You know, if you haven't seen results in like at least 2 years, or the most 2 years, then I would say look at other options. Okay, let's have a look. If I apply to your friend Shana's job, will that be a great career move? She hasn't really like helped you move. She hasn't helped you apply though or anything, or introduced you. or even told you if it's going to be a good job. Long distance. Well, you'll know if it's a good job or not by just applying and seeing if you get in. And you might get an offer and then you'll be able to see what they're willing to pay. Yeah, I feel like if you move forward with an application, go forward and see what it's all about. Okay, let's have a look at Essence O. Should I pay for my family gathering event all by myself? Should I keep the house in Pennsylvania? I don't think you should pay for it all by yourself. Let's have a look. It's giving me a soft no. It's really up to you what you feel like you need to do about it. It's giving me a soft no. So I would say no. Should you keep the house in Pennsylvania? You might want to keep it until, you know, you see that it's ready, you're ready to move, and that the prices go up, or that you have a better option to move into somewhere else. You know, things are getting tricky. Should you keep the house in Pennsylvania? What's it saying? Well, you'll definitely get offers to sell for people to buy it. You might get a different career option that is more fun, whether that's retirement, or you might just stay there until you're retired and sell it, and then evaluate what you're going to do after that. If you're already retired, then it could be that you move for retirement reasons and it has to be into a place that's more affordable. I mean, I think Pennsylvania is not that expensive, so I would say maybe hang on to it until you really have other options. I think it's a little bit too early to decipher the timing. Should you keep the house in Pennsylvania? You want more money for it, so you might be waiting for the money to go up. So it could be a good idea to hold on to it until that happens. Yeah, you feel like you're sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like, well, where am I meant to go from here? And it could leave you in a position of needing more money. So wherever you end up going. So I would say keep it until you have a much better offer, arrangement set up. Okay, Pisces, I mean, you can't afford to leave. Have you tried getting on disability? I know people on disability that live overseas on disability. But it's like a catch-22. If you stay there, you're going to keep, sick. If it is caused by the mold that you're in, you're going to be keeping yourself sick. You've got to have other options set up, not just, like I said, I know that you're not relying on the lottery, but just you need other options. Hi, Dee Dee, how are you? What's coming in this month? But the investment to get a citizenship in St. Lucia might be 250,000 USD as well, just to get the citizenship by investment. Okay, let's have a look and see, Dee Dee, what's coming in for this month. What's coming in for this month? Okay, things up in the air. Feeling like things are a little bit up in the air. Looking at money, finances. You're a bit concerned about finances, money, etc. Okay, you've got a man coming in here. Looks like he's, you know, very well off. He's cashed up. It looks like it could be a boss. It could be somebody that you're with or you're dating. Wishes coming true, and you've got finances coming in and moving forward with something in your life. If it's moving in general, you're a bit nervous about it or a bit apprehensive about it. Internally, you're feeling very good though. You're feeling like you've got all your ducks in a row. So it's saying, you know, really look into what's holding you back doing something or feeling good. What do you think it is? And it's saying that you're keeping your balance, you're keeping on top of a situation, you're not letting things get to you too much. You could be also getting over somebody from your past or crying over something that's happened in the past or feel like, you know, depressed about it or something like that. It could be like a shift and change into something bigger and better that you've been wishing for that's actually very good financially. So it's sort of like your mind might be keeping you stuck in some sort of a loop. And the minimum donation is $5, Dee Dee, by the way. Thank you for that. Okay. CM, how are you, my dear? Okay. Michael's threatening to take you to court for a ring he gave you. Why would he do that? What? It's a gift. How could he actually get that? He's just threatening you again. You've got to be blocking his emails as well. Will he really do that? Look, he's trying to keep you in a negative loop. He didn't get what he wanted from you or what he needed from you. So he's now, you know, in a different, he's probably with somebody else and wanting to get married to somebody else. So he probably wants a ring back to give it to someone else. This guy is not good. He's not a good guy. No, he's not a good guy. He's just threatening you. He's trying to intimidate you. I would get your son to call him and tell him to back the fuck off. Get some man to step in. He knows that you don't have a father with you, you know, that's protecting you. So I'd get somebody to step in and tell him to get out of your life. Or you're going to report him for harassment. Get a restraining order against. I think you've got one already. Okay, let's have a look for Mary. It's an engagement ring. Well, so what? You've put up with him for so long. Is there a law saying that you have to give back an engagement ring? You could tell him, you could say, look, you know, you could, if he does take you to court, you could say that you offered to give it back and he didn't take it back, so you kept it. Okay. Or you sold it or something. Her name is Mary. Okay. Will your mother find an apartment soon? Her name is Mary. I feel like she will. Is she looking? I feel like she will. Why aren't they fixing up the apartment that you're in if it's got mold? You know, they can't, you should be, you've probably reported it already, but why aren't things being fixed? You know, they're expecting people to live in the worst conditions. She's worried about not getting something in her budget. Maybe she should be the one in the housing lottery. Or you could do it together as a joint force. That might get you through. That might get you through. There could be some revelation coming up there. Oh, it's a second home. Oh, okay, isn't so? All right. Well, are you earning anything from it? Are you renting it out? If you are, then it's best to speak to a financial advisor if it's best to keep it, or to, you know, it's a rental. If there's people living in it for free, we'll get them out or get them to pay rent. You know, people have very good businesses with rentals. I know a guy who became a multimillionaire just by one rental at a time. When it was like the crashes, like the stock market crashes and all of that, he'd buy all of these multi-family homes just one at a time, and he ended up with 10 of them. Yeah, it's a very good business. So I would be looking into that. Look at the rentals. You could even get another rental. Well, okay, Connie, if it went to your spam, then put it in as phishing. And it won't come back into your spam. Okay. And if it's blocked, it shouldn't go into your spam. It shouldn't go in there at all. Do you still have the ring, Connie? You know, I think he's all talk. If he wanted to take you to court, he would. I think he's all talk. You put up with him and you invested in a lot of things. You know, I'm getting the vision of Judge Judy. I think that it would be settled. I think it would be settled. I think you invested a lot in him. He also lived in your house rent-free. Is that correct? So he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't engage with him at all. Don't get your son to call him. I wouldn't engage with him at all. Nothing. He didn't live with you. Did he ask for the ring back before? Or did he tell you to keep it? Or did you offer to give it back and he said no? Well, let him take you to court. It's going to cost him money to take you to court. So let him take you to court. When and if he does that, then give the ring back to him. Yeah, I mean, who cares? I mean, really, who cares what he does? Yeah, no, don't take anything he says seriously. He's just trying to rile you up and get under your skin. So you've really got to stop opening and looking at anything he's sending you. Okay. Even if it comes down to closing your email address or something and moving, I would move, get a totally different address. He can't serve you then, if that's what it comes down to. Yeah. If you want to move, move. You know, if you're afraid that he's harassing you or something, then move. Okay, Mystique, thank you for the 20. I'm ready to get my business going and moving into my own private space. I'm researching places to move, yet I'm ready to get the show on the road. Oh, that sounds fantastic, Mystique. That sounds really, really good. So let's have a look. I always sound like a shrew when I'm giving these answers. Has your mother complained about the mold? Like, what are they doing about the mold? I mean, you can report it to the, you know, the Consumer Affairs Society, or, you know, or whatever it might be in New York. They shouldn't be allowing people to live in those sort of conditions. Okay, let's have a look at Mystique. February to February. It's looking good, Mystique. We've got some jumping cards of movement here. So it's looking good. Let's see. February to February. Okay, looking for the right place to go to. March is looking very good. You might have found it by March. April is looking very good financially, so it looks like the business is taking off, or the finances are taking off in March, and it's looking like things are coming together. April, you're keeping on top of the situation. May, you could be a bit stressed. June, you're thinking, have I made the right choice? July, you've got a partnership coming in. So if you don't go now, you might get everything sorted out. You'll go in summer. And it could be in August, and wishes coming true in August. Feeling like you're starting things off in the right direction. September is looking like the money is coming in slowly. October, the online business is taking off in October. November, you might be feeling like you're away from family. December, you've got a partner with you though. So the second half of the year looks like you're going to move and get a partnership. So you're going to meet somebody when you move. January looks like it's very good financially. Finances in January. And February, you're really on fire. You're really moving forward and making things happen in February. Hi, Sedef. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? Okay. Mystique. Welcome, welcome. Unfortunately, you can't move. I've lived in my home for 20 years. I'll have to wait and see if you're serious to taking me to court. Okay. You can't move because you've been there for 20 years? Okay. Yeah, you might be thinking about the family if you move, Mystique. So you're going to have to weigh things up nicely. Okay, we're going to do a general collective. Where is your ex now? And if you're, I'll be doing the star sign. So if your ex is a star sign, it'll be under their star sign. Okay. Hi, Sedef. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing a medical tourism business in Turkey. No, I can't live in Turkey, hun. I can't live in Turkey. It's not possible. It's not possible legally to live in Turkey. They've changed the rules and it's very, very difficult. Okay, let's have a look at Aries. Where is your ex now? Where is your Aries ex now? What are they doing? They're bossing up. They could be looking at their own business, or being in business, or being very self-centered, or being very cold, calm, and collected. Aries. Where is your ex now? Taurus. Taurus is having a lot of sex with something or someone. Everything's great, Sedef. Yeah, everything has changed for the best. Thank you. Taurus. Let's have a look at Gemini. Gemini. Where is your ex now, Gemini? Got a few jumping cards here. Your ex may be trying to come back around and make you an offer, or they're making somebody else an offer. Gemini, Cancer. Cancer is in some sort of addiction or addictive situation or codependent situation. Leo, they're focusing on their money, finances, working. Virgo, they're being left out in the cold. Somebody's leaving them out in the cold. They could be stalking you, Virgo, if you've got a Virgo ex. Scorpio ex, they're not doing anything. They could be sick, they could be meditating, they could be taking a break, they could be recovering from something, they could be in a mental institution, they could be in a hospital, they could be have something to do with a funeral or somebody's died around them. They could be taking some time out, they've gone underground. Where is your ex, Sagittarius ex? Where's your Sagittarius ex? Pining over you, but they feel heartbroken. Or they could be heartbroken about somebody else, or they could be in a three-way relationship, or they could be in a juggling 3 different people or 2 different people. Capricorn, where's your Capricorn ex? They're working hard. They might have set up a new business. They could be single or solo. They might not want to be with anybody. They could be using the avoidant tactic or be detached. Aquarius ex, where is your Aquarius ex? Aquarius ex. 9 of Pentacles. They're making a lot of money. There's in a situation that's very lucrative, or they've made money, or they've retired, or they've moved to the countryside. They could have gone to Europe. They could have gone somewhere in the countryside. They could have had a lifestyle change. They could be open to friendship is what I'm picking up with the Aquarius ex. Pisces. They could be off the grid. Pisces ex. Where is your Pisces ex? What are they doing? Okay, got 2 cards here. They're trying to keep on top of a situation that they're juggling. They could be juggling 2 different people. They could be indecisive about a new venture that they're trying to get on top of, or that they're involved with. They could be indecisive about moving forward, which is a typical Pisces thing. They could be, they seem to be a bit hoodwinked, which means that they can't really see the light, that they can't really see the day, they can't really see what's going on. They're not really clear about something, which is a typical Piscean thing, isn't it? Yeah, they're not really clear about something. They're not clear if they've made the right decision. They're not clear about if they're on track or they're not on track. So I wish you all the best with that, everybody, with your exes. Yeah, that's where your exes are. That's what they're up to. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay. Any super chats? Anybody? Anybody has done a new review for my new website, and you'll get a free reading. I'll pin that one. If anyone is watching. Okay, it looks like we've got potentially another review there. Oh, Misty, Raquel, Moni, thanks, Moni. Hi, Otti. Otti, did you ask a question? Oh, Otti, yes. You didn't ask a question, but you did a review. You did a reading with me 4 years ago, and you didn't download the audio, which you need to do. So, Otti, you didn't ask a question, but we'll ask a question for you. What does Otti need to know? Okay, jumping card. You're going to be made an offer very soon. There's an offer coming through. It could be a business offer, work offer, could be a love offer, something coming towards you. Seeing something in the horizon that's looking very enticing, or a very good opportunity coming to you, Otti. Very good opportunity. Somebody could be making a proposal. Yeah, you could also have a pregnancy around you. You might not be too keen about it, or you might be confused about it. You might be thinking that somebody is tricking you if they're saying that they're pregnant, or there's some deception around you, or you're confused about a situation. You could be confused about accepting this offer that's coming to you. You're not really sure if you should take it or not. It could be a good idea, or it might be a situation where you put off until the summertime that is showing up in the cards as a timing for you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's have a look. Thank you, Sedef, much appreciated. What's Jay's intentions, actions towards you? All the best to you as well. Who's Jay? Which one's Jay? Which one's Jay? Okay. Open relationship. He wants a fling. In the past lover. You know, he might be circling back around if he's been a past lover. Gossip neighbors hearing something through the grapevine. You might be hearing about him. Oh, he's a little needy. He could be trying to get over an ex. He might be feeling lonely. He might be trying to fill the gap. He might be wanting company. Looks like he wants an open relationship. He might live close by to you, or wants to live close by to you. You might hear about something about him through the grapevine. He wants passion. He's very attracted to you. He wants passion. It's almost like he wants a mother figure. There's a triangle there. So he is seeing other people, okay? He's got his options open. The question you need to ask yourself is, what do you want from him? Okay. Let's see if we've got any other questions. Let's have a look, guys. Yeah, why should you go and buy it and see him? He should take you out if he wants to take you out. Yeah, no, the point is, what do you want from him? I don't really see you wanting a lot from him, to be honest. Okay, anyone have a last call? I've got Mystique. Will your son be okay in Florida? It's about you, Mystique, what you want from him, not what he wants from you or about getting his hopes up. It's about what you want, not about him. Okay, will your son be okay in Florida? Will your son be okay in Florida? What's he doing in Florida? Has he moved to Florida or is just visiting? I feel like he'll have fun. He'll have fun. There could be some sort of competition going on down there. Something at work or some competition or some... He's got to keep out of trouble, that's for sure. There could be some attraction or competition with women or competition in general. He's going with his girlfriend. Okay. He might end up fighting with her for some reason. I don't know. He might find somebody else down there that he likes better. Could be. Yeah, they could have some issues. I don't know. They could have some issues between them, but I feel like he'll be okay. Yeah. Life is life. He needs dental work and you're concerned. Uh-huh. Yeah, they might break up down there, or he might find someone else, or she might go off with someone else. Is he not insured for dental work, or he can't afford it? He can go overseas and get dental work. I've got a great dentist in Turkey if he wants to go to Turkey, but that might be out of the question. Okay. Anyone else? And then we'll close for today and move on. Well, he needs to sort that out, Mystique. It's really not your problem. He's a big boy, you know. He's a man. If he can't look after himself, it's his problem. Okay. Why would he move to Florida if he doesn't have a job? It's really not your problem, Mystique. If he wants to do something reckless like that, that's his problem. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. Lots of love and angel blessings moving forward. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your week going into the weekend. I'll try to get back on if we have some more pre-orders. And I'll see you on the next live. Take care, everyone. Ciao for now.